Away we go. Let's go racing here in the Telenet Superprestige Series. Leonie Bentveld gets a great start, as always. Marion Norbert-Reroll, Helene Closel in the blue here, also getting a great start. Inge van der Heijden getting shuffled back probably further than she would want to. There's a tight right-hander at the top. You can see here, it just goes wide and then compacts down, squeezes down, but it is the Pau Sousen Altez rider, Leonie Bentveld, that gets a great start, and we're straight into these banks and straight into the grass. You can see the conditions not too deep, but fairly slippy, as we generally get here in Middelkerke. A bit of a crash a bit further back there. Just a quick remount there for Rebecca Garibaldi. Really far back. She's got a lot of work to do to try and come up towards the front. This shot here, you can see, trying to find, oh, Fouquenet just loses her footing there. It's all about getting those studs in and digging in those toes. But that's, look at the advantage that has handed Leonie Bentveld now. And Bentveld, that World Under-23 title really was a lesson in self-belief and consistency that Leonie Bentveld has shown since a youngster, getting that first world title for her. But Amandine Fouquenet is straight back up and straight back up to her teammate. Looks back, so it's the two Pau Sousen Altez riders that are at the head of the race. And we said when Amandine Fouquenet signed for Pau Sousen that they would make a formidable duo, and they're just starting to really look like they're gelling as teammates, aren't they? Just shows as well, in terms of the elevation and these really steep little banks that we have here in Middelkerke. It's one of the most historic cyclocrosses on the calendar. The men's race started in 1959, this cross. So Annick van Alphen has got to keep make sure that not many riders get between her and Amandine Fouquenet. If Fouquenet manages to ride clear and take this one, you got the Luxembourg champ and the Belgian champ together. Marie Schreiber, great to see Marie really has come back into some great form at the back end of the season. So 14 seconds now is the gap for Amandine Fouquenet here on lap 2, back to Ceylin Alvarado, and then we've got Marion Norbert-Reroll and Marie Schreiber. Onto the off-camber. To see those tyres and that balance really going to town there for Alvarado. So they have that as well, cuts up the courses. And just to give you some updates on the junior men and junior women. So Gilles Lejeune took the junior men's race ahead of Luke Trafford of Great Britain and Lars Corsus from Belgium. The Peggy Knox of Vicious Bellow, the British rider, took the junior women ahead of Lisa Musson and Elise Cousins. Bit of a halt there as well for Marie Schreiber over that section. You can see just how steep those banks into those tabletops are. The scoreboard, she'll know exactly where she needs to be. And at the moment, Fouquenet is riding into, we've still got a ways to go, but potentially riding towards a GC. But the way Alvarado is closing, this is what we expect from Ceylin Alvarado. And she just steadily ramps up that pressure, doesn't she, over the second half of this race, and that's what she's starting to do.
Different technique there as well, went wide, tried to carry the speed into the run-up, just a little bit more momentum, maybe a bike length or two further up the banking. Fouquenet rode the inside line, nice dismount. It does look like Alvarado has closed down ever so slightly. Another bike change for River Roller, who can get through this sand clean. Alvarado with a small bobble, but continues on her way in that rut, not carrying quite as much speed on the exit compared to Fouquenet.
proper sound.
Fouquenet now up to the line once more.
So Fouquenet goes through the line, and when Annick van Alphen comes through, she'll be doing the same. Back to Ceylin Alvarado, blows out the cheeks as she comes out of that corner. It shows just how much pressure she is on, and pressure she is under here, with the gap going out there, 15 seconds. It did look like when Amandine Fouquenet went in for a bike change that Ceylin Alvarado potentially might close that down. But Marie Schreiber comes through, and she's going to be just around the 30 seconds down when she goes through, just 30 seconds exactly for her. But Fouquenet, Amandine Fouquenet, the former French champion here for Paushausen Altez. What a season the 24-year-old rider from France has had. We've known the prowess of Amandine Fouquenet throughout her career, but all of those big career wins had come in races in the French Cup. But she's running now this off-camber section, her first ever non-French victories. The first of them came in Zolder just before Christmas, and she took that strong victory there. She then followed that up in Groningen. So this is riding towards here, her third Superprestige Series win of the year. And as you said, Ian, the gap now, it looks like she's got it won.
She has, and Alvarado sees that gap going out after that kind of mogul section. It looks like the energy has just completely run out for Alvarado now.
The red light is blinking on the fuel tank for Ceylin Alvarado, but what a race she has given us, charging through the race to try and keep this rider in her sights. It is a huge moment yet again. One of the riders of the season, Amandine Fouquenet, takes the win, and now the countdown back starts to see if she has won the series overall.
Fouquenet takes her third win in the Superprestige Series. Alvarado up to the line, fought valiantly, got within 5 seconds on that final lap, but not quite enough.
Ceylin Alvarado crossing the line, and this is a great podium today for Marie Schreiber of SD Works Pro Time. 10th at the World's, winner in the week. She's got to be happy with this performance today, finishing her cyclocross season really strongly as Marie Schreiber rounds out our podium. And now we look back down through the course to this rider here, Annick van Alphen, who has been fighting her own battle, and she's up to Inge van der Heijden here. Inge van der Heijden looks like she's had some sort of issue, so Annick van Alphen's got to pick up. She picks off van der Heijden in front of her, and she's got to try and get herself in front of Leonie Bentveld if she can. Is Annick van Alphen going to rescue the Superprestige Series overall with a final lap charge? Go back down through the group, and Annick van Alphen has got to dig deeper than she has ever dug in her life here over the course of the last part of this course in Middelkerke. She's over the top of Inge van der Heijden. Leonie Bentveld right in front of her. Bentveld makes a mistake. Van Alphen does the same. Oh, falls down there. She got to be seeing stars with the fatigue and the effort that she's made in this one.
She has, you can see, she couldn't even ride that bank there, couldn't control the effort towards the top of that, and nearly fell all the way back down. It was probably a good job Inge van der Heijden was there to catch her before she toppled to the right, but this is going to be so close in terms of the overall now. Bentveld clear.
Leonie Bentveld running that section as behind as we go through. Marie-Norbert Ribeiro in 5th. Bentveld has got to stay ahead here of Annick van Alphen. Anne-Marie Verst has done a great job in trying to bring her back. Helene Clozel comes in for 5th place here.